Imagine a man who once brought almost all of Europe under his control, a commander whose name alone made enemies tremble with fear, a ruler who changed the course of history itself. But in the end, that same man was lost, defeated, and alone on a remote island. That man is Napoleon Bonaparte, and in today's video, we will explore his incredible rise, the peak of his power, his mistakes, and ultimately, his downfall. You are watching Illusion Doco, where we present the most powerful, mysterious, and unbelievable stories from history. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, because many more fascinating historical stories are coming. Let's begin. In the late 18th century, Europe was filled with instability. Monarchies were weakening, people were angry, and in France, a violent revolution began. The French Revolution. This revolution didn't just 0050, remove a king. It completely transformed the social system, but at the same time, it pushed the country into chaos. In the middle of this chaos, a young military officer rose, Napoleon. He was born on the island of Corsica into a modest family. His family was not wealthy, but his dreams were enormous. From a young age, he was different. He studied history and military strategy deeply. He enrolled in a French military school and joined the army at a very young age. His intelligence, strategy, and confidence set him apart from others. His first major success came in the Italian campaign. He led the French army and achieved victory after victory. His strategy was fast, unexpected, and highly effective. He attacked before the enemy could even react and secured victory. These successes made him popular. People began to see him as a hero. Then, he launched a campaign in Egypt. Although it was not entirely successful, his fame spread even further. In 1799, he returned to France and seized power through a political coup. He declared himself the first consul. But in reality, all power was in his hands. He reorganized the administration, improved laws, and stabilized the economy. In 1804, he declared himself emperor. From an ordinary man to an emperor, this was an incredible moment in history. Then began his greatest ambition, conquering all of Europe. He started one war after another, and won almost all of them. One of his most famous victories was the Battle of Austerlitz, where he defeated the combined forces of Russia and Austria. At one point, most of Europe came under his control. He didn't just fight wars, he reshaped the map of Europe. He placed his allies as rulers in different countries. It seemed like no one could stop him. But from here, his downfall began. One of his biggest mistakes was invading Russia. In 1812, he entered Russia with a massive army. But instead of fighting directly, the Russians retreated, destroying their own cities and food supplies. As a result, Napoleon's army fell into severe sankat. Then came the brutal winter. Cold, hunger, and disease destroyed his army. Thousands of soldiers died. This was the greatest defeat of his life. After this, the powers of Europe united against him. He began to lose battle after battle. In 1814, he was forced to give up power. He was exiled to the island of Elba. But his story did not end there. Just 1 year later, he returned. This period is known as the 100 Days. He rebuilt his army and tried to regain power. But this time, he faced a strong coalition. In 1815, the historic Battle of Waterloo took place. In this battle, Napoleon was finally defeated. This time, he was exiled even farther, to the island of St. Helena. It was a remote island from which escape was almost impossible. There, he spent the final days of his life. In 1821, he died. His life was an extraordinary journey. A man who, through his own ability, became one of the most powerful figures in history. He didn't just fight wars. He brought major changes to law, administration, and society. Many of the laws he created are still used in different parts of the world today. He was a genius on one hand, but on the other, his pride and ambition led to his destruction. Napoleon's story teaches us that no matter how great power is, wrong decisions can destroy everything. One wrong war, one wrong plan, one wrong decision can destroy an entire empire. Throughout history, many rulers have come and gone. Many empires have risen and fallen. But Napoleon's story still inspires people and also serves as a warning, because a person's determination can shape history, but their mistakes can also destroy it. That is why Napoleon Bonaparte will always remain a powerful and unforgettable name in the pages of history.